With this energy of this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. This is confirmation for some of you who are wondering about someone where your relationship hasn't really been defined yet. Maybe this is a friend that there's a lot of chemistry and potential between the two of you, or a situationship where there are a lot of mutual feelings that are kind of hinted at, but nothing has been said very directly. Here's your confirmation that, like, yeah, this person really likes you. They're really attracted to you. They want to explore romance. They want to cross the boundary of whatever the dynamic is between the two of you and dive in head first to what they feel can evolve into love. This is somebody that recognizes that you are unique, you are special, you deserve to have a unique and special experience as far as love and romance is concerned. This is somebody who has been waiting their whole life to meet somebody like you, and now that you have come into their world, you've entered the equation, you've entered their life, and they are very kind of singularly focused upon you. It feels like this person is trying to think of ways in order to kind of share that with you subtly, because it feels like this is somebody that is trying to sort of utilize the art of seduction to their advantage. Like, it would be very easy to just confess their feelings, but it's like we could also utilize this kind of place that we're at right now where nothing has been stated very directly as an opportunity to kind of feed into that chemistry, build some of those subtle layers between the two of us so that when we take that leap of faith forward into romantic exploration, that passion unleashed will feel more intense because we've waited, or it's been something that has been very deliberate. This could also be somebody that wants to really make sure that when they open up, when they express these feelings, when they ask you out on a date, or in some sort of way give you a very direct indicator of their interest, they want to make sure that this is not a situation where they're going to run hot and cold. This is somebody who's like checking in with themselves and like, okay, let me just take a deep breath and say it. Let me just get ready and do this, because they want to proceed forward towards you with certainty. They don't want to create confusion in your life. This is somebody who doesn't want to risk that if they are uncertain or hesitant, that might send mixed signals. It might make your guard go up. It might make you close off. This is somebody that doesn't want to step beyond kind of the territory that you are in with one another at this particular point in time and get your hopes up only to let you down. This is somebody, it feels like, that maybe in past circumstances or a specific past circumstance that they recall. This is the energy of kind of like, yeah, I had a lot of hopefulness. I made a move towards somebody and then I fumbled the situation and the door slammed shut in my face. So this is somebody who's looking at like past mistakes as far as romance is concerned, and they are trying really hard not to repeat that same pattern here with you. This is an opportunity to kind of break free from that pattern, to really kind of like get themselves fully ready to step forth with confidence, with certainty, and with an openness to kind of explore whatever happens. The intensity of all this chemistry between the two of you, but this is somebody that is also like, I need to be prepared for big emotions to kind of come to the forefront, to be expressed maybe very quickly, or even the experience of something that might be like a very kind of delicious romance between the two of you, and something that it feels like is helping this person to recognize, like, I haven't had anything that is very intense, very meaningful, very special, very unique in a very long time, or maybe ever. And so you seem like the right person. This seems like the right sort of circumstance to be able to develop that, to take a chance on kind of like having a very unique experience with one another that can be more deeply satisfying beyond just kind of like we're hanging out and we're making out. Although they definitely feel like somebody that does want to like make out with you. They think about that a lot. They think about kissing you, they think about, being intimate with you, but this is also something where it's like, we have an opportunity here where, maybe I can do everything in this connection I didn't do in previous connections, or this is an opportunity to explore kind of like dreams, fantasies, sort of the ideal way that I would kind of like show up in romance, in partnership. You're the kind of person that it feels like it's worth that effort. It's worth going the extra mile for that. It's worth kind of, again, doing things that they've never done before. And one of those things it feels like is kind of checking within themselves before just sort of proceeding forward boldly. Sort of like, am I ready for whatever unfolds in this situation if I take that next step? We also have flirt, extend your light-hearted energy to others. Yeah, so it feels like this person, may already kind of like flirt with you. You may have already had like moments or opportunities where it's like, yeah, I think they were kind of hinting or indicating that they were interested in me, that they were interested in being more than friends, or, the eye contact between the two of us, it was a little too deep, it was a little too long. That's not something that's casual. This is somebody that is thinking back on your previous interactions, your previous conversations, and they're recognizing that like your interest has been piqued. You've given them these subtle signals of your readiness and interest. They know that they have given you certain subtle signals of their readiness and interest. And so all that kind of remains at this point is to proceed forward. This is somebody that wants to kind of like little by little kind of inch forward towards you. But this is something that when they throw the doors of their heart open, this is somebody that has a lot of love to give. This is somebody that it feels like, wants to kind of share with you all of that kind of energy right up front in a way that is not confusing. This is somebody that is like, yeah, I want to flirt and kind of tease at this, but I definitely want this to be something more than just kind of like a casual connection. I want more than just hooking up with you. I don't just want kind of something where, there's no strings attached and we keep it very casual between the two of us. This is somebody that sees you, that you have like all the qualities, all the qualifications of the type of person that they feel like they could build a very lasting and deep relationship with. But they have to start where they are, which is kind of like teasing at the obvious between the two of you, flirting more, being more suggestive, being more obvious within that flirtation so that you're not left questioning sort of like, am I reading into things? Are they really into me like that? Like they know that that is already something that is in the mix between the two of you. And so what happens next needs to be something more direct, more clear, more concise. Also have very soon clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Yeah, so this person may be looking forward to like an opportunity, a moment, kind of like there's my opportunity to step forth, to say something, to do something. They may be kind of like rehearsing what they want to say, anticipating or planning the moment. That could be like a pre-appointed date and time where they're like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to see you, or we're going to get together, or you'll definitely like be there, or we'll be together in some sort of sense. And that's going to be the time where it's like, okay, we're not just going to sit in this energy of sort of like thinking about things and who's going to say something first, but then taking that step forward at that point. This can also be something where they're kind of just looking to like this moment in time. If it's not like a specific date, like, okay, on this day I'm going to say something, it's like they're in that right frame of mind, though. The mood is right, the atmosphere is right. They're feeling more ready inside of themselves every single day to put themselves out there, to take a chance, to not hold back in terms of that like sweetness. Again, the art of seduction, sensuality. It's somebody that doesn't just want to kind of blurt that out like, hey, so I like you as more than a friend, or even if it's something very just kind of simple, like, hey, you want to go out and get a drink, you want to go out and have dinner, you want to go out and have coffee, you want to hang out, you want to talk, something like that, that it's beyond that kind of surface level kind of offer, question, invitation. There's definitely something where they don't just want to come with like a crisp sort of energy, with a direct energy. There's like they want to sort of ooze into this version of themselves that is allowing themselves to kind of add fuel to the fire between the two of you, where they're not holding back any of that sort of unmistakable energy, the way in which they participate with you that makes you very certain this isn't just somebody that's like looking to fill a space because they don't have anyone else to talk to, or they're lonely, or they just want to kind of like come in closer and sort of check the situation out, and then they're gonna back off again, something like that. This is somebody that it feels like this next approach to you, it's something that comes with longevity. It's something that comes with like, I'm open to whatever happens between the two of us, but I can't just sit in this energy for very much longer of kind of like wondering and waiting. We also have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Yeah, so this person definitely thinks about you a lot. They have thought about your previous interactions, maybe with a bit of frustration. Again, there's something that's almost like, why did I say that? Why did that come out like that? Why did I do that? Like they're second guessing themselves, because if they had been hesitant before, or they'd been uncertain, or maybe they got very self-conscious about ways in which, they were a little too obvious, a little too forward with you at some particular point in time, like before they were ready, they've had to sort of pull back into that area of like contemplation and fear, but they're getting a lot of signs to move forward towards you. There's a lot of internal reassurance. It feels like this is somebody who's very self-motivated. They see you, they want you, they're going to go after what it is that they want, and so they're just kind of like preparing themselves for like, what am I going to say, what's the moment going to be like. They're running different scenarios of like how things could evolve between the two of you. It feels like they get very excited at the idea of that, things going wonderfully well. Because so far, whatever your dynamic is with one another, they feel that you got like a really good vibe with one another, a really good like form of communication, or when they, you've been around one another, it's felt comfortable, it's felt real, it's felt good, and so it feels almost kind of inevitable, or like it'll turn into a very positive experience for the two of you to sort of cross that threshold beyond whatever the dynamic is at this particular point in time into the exploration of something definitely more romantic. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. Like or comment to claim these energies. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more content that I put out here. Don't forget to hit the bell button to get notifications every time I post a new video. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link for that below. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.